I am anti-social media, anything for our children. Like, I've literally had the conversation with that 9-year-old. She has kids in her class that are 9 years old that have social media and have phones, and I'm anti that.
Yeah.
Because I've experienced it, and I try to explain it to her. I'm like, yes, our children are on online, but our children are also always with us, and we are very guarded to what they see, what they do, and what we post, obviously. But we are in the Western industry. I feel like it's somewhat safer than some industries people are in.
Yeah.
But I've told our daughter, I said, hey, you're not getting social media till you're older than 16.
Wow.
And I'm going to stick to it. But I think the only way I'm able to actually make that happen is to be really honest with her and be like, hey, this is why. I was 16 and it was MySpace, and I know the messages I got, and I know people's judgment and their opinions, and it's just going to get worse. So I don't want her basing how she feels about herself on someone's stupid comment. I mean, I'm a grown woman, and I can brush them off, but I'm not going to lie. I still can hear what people have said or read it. Like, people direct message you and just have ridiculous opinions about who knows what. I'm like, what do you, like, who are you? Like, you probably, like, it's a fake profile anyway. I always said, if people are talking about you, you're doing something right. Like, you don't go and comment on people's stuff unless you're jealous.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, like, you must have enough going on in your own life. But yeah, I'm very much 16 for social media for our girls, and Tyson's on the same, and our son, obviously. Tyson would like our daughter to have a teaching YouTube channel. She loves to teach and do things like that. Now, I would be okay with that if she was teaching like educational stuff and that, but I don't want her on social media. We have all of our iPads disconnected from the internet. If they're on an iPad, it's not connected to the internet.
Yeah.
Not because I don't trust them, because I don't trust everybody else that gets on those. Telephones too. I've always said that, like, why do they need a cell phone before they're driving? Because they're either with us or at school, or if they're not with me, they're with a parent or somebody I know that they're with. So they're always going to be able to contact. Now, I believe in the watches where they can message 2 or 3 other people or 4 or 5, even if she has friends on there. But again, it's just, we live in such a different time now. And even when it was more G-rated when I was younger, I still know the messages I got on my phone, and I still know what, it's a telephone. You know what happens on it. You don't need one.
Yeah.
So it's not a very agreed upon topic. I know a lot of people's kids already have them, but I just use we're country folks. This is how we were raised. Yeah. So it's a little bit easier, but yeah, it's crazy when 6, 7-year-olds have come to our house and they have telephones. I'm like,
That's so young.
Like,
iPhones too?
I'm like, put that in over on the bench, not have it in my house.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't have a phone till high school. I'm a little conflicted because I make a living off social media. So it's kind of ironic for me to say I don't want that for my kids, but I think it needs some guidance for sure.
For sure. And if it has guidance, I don't think social media is bad because I'm on it. I'm on it. Tyson's on it. That's how we connect with people. And I love to be able to help people and influence people by showing our story in our life. So it does have some great things. But I just know when you're young and your hormones are changing, you're at just a very vulnerable time.
Yeah.
When somebody says a comment or reaches out to you, people, they're 40 years old and they're saying they're 16 or they're comment. I mean, I get people all the time. I get, obviously I do fitness and I post photos in bikinis. The amount of people I get, the hate I get from literally posting a bikini photo on a boat. You're a mom, didn't you know? Like, that's for your husband's eyes only. I'm like, lady, I'm in a bikini and my husband's standing beside me. He doesn't care. Like, clearly, if it's bothering you, just unfollow me.
Wow, I didn't know that. Was a thing.
It's crazy. Yeah, because if you're in today's society, and it's gotten better, but if you're a mom, I feel like there's the extra pressure to, like, when I became a mom, I felt like I somewhat lost part of my identity, my kids and my world, but I lost the identity of like, oh, okay, I can care about how I look. I can still dress sexy. I can still be young and playful. Like, I started feeling myself fall into that, like, oh, I'm a mom now. I have to dress like a mom. I have to act like a mom. But then I woke up one day and I realized it was after our 3rd kid. It's like I just kind of I was in a bit of a weird spot. I'd lost my own identity. And I remember thinking, you know what? No. And I started working out again. I started dressing how I felt comfortable dressing. I stopped caring what other people thought. And honestly, my kids, my family, everybody I seen was like, oh my gosh, you have such a pep in your step. What are you doing? That's when I started my workout group because I was like, there's so many women that had kids and then just think, well, I'm never going to get it back.
Right.
but it just takes a little bit of work. And so I started sharing some of my tips and tricks with women and tried to show them it's not about what they have to lose. It's about what they have to gain. I think if you can flip your mindset, like women, it's about weight loss, all this stuff. No, it's about what you have to gain. It's about the confidence you're going to gain from looking better. It's about the extra energy you're going to have. So I try to change their mindset because there's a lot of pressure after kids to get back looking a certain way.
Right.
And if you don't, then you're not doing a good enough job. So, yeah, there's a lot that comes with it.
I know that's a thing, postpartum depression, pretty major thing right now, right?
I've always said to a lot of women that I always went into pregnancy with expecting it to be way worse than it was.
Really?
So, everybody tells you the airy-fairy stuff. I'm like, no, it's gonna suck. I'm going to get no sleep. Mm-hmm. It's going to hurt like heck. Like, I was really very honest about it. And I tell my friends, anytime anyone has kids, it's like, hey, let me tell you all the bad stuff. It's definitely worth it. I would do it again a million times, but this is what it's going to be like. Don't let people, sugarcoat it.
Scare you. Yeah.
Well, people sugarcoat it, I think. And then you get into it thinking, I'm going to have this little baby. It's going to be so cute. I'm going to get my body back. They're going to just sleep. No. They cry. They poop, they puke, they don't sleep. There's lots of things, but it's just a season. Everything's a season in life. Then when you get through it, then you get to the next step.
Did you do a home birth at the ranch?
No, I thought about it, but we live too far from a hospital, so it kind of freaked me out.
Yeah.
I had all 3 natural, and I don't know why. That's crazy, but I had all 3 natural. I had the first 2 at a hospital. The last one I did at a birthing center.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do, I think.
And I really liked it. I mean, like, my first story was interesting because my husband's a rodeo athlete, and he was in Washington, Allensburg, Washington, and I went into labor in Texas.
Whoa.
And I'm like, there's no way he's going to miss his first kid being born. Like, he'll be devastated. So they had to, like, slow my contractions down, put all these, like, having it naturally, normally you can do what you want. But they had to, like, hook me up to these, like, fluid machines so it could slow everything down. And Tyson lands and gets there 30 minutes before I have our daughter.
Wow.
And then he comes in trying to help. I'm like, just leave me alone. You haven't been here the last 14 hours. You stand there and you just watch because you're not helping me. I'm good. So second time around, he had no clue what to do because he wasn't there for the first time.
Was that first one early? He was out of town or?
No, it's just typical. Like, we're like, oh, she's due between September 1st and 4th. She'll come the 4th, but she came the 1st. So no, but I will say he was on. So to qualify for the national finals rodeo, it's top 15 in the world. Yeah. And so he was like 16th at that time. So he had to be out on the road still. And obviously, if you marry a cowboy, you're used to the lifestyle. And I was like, you know what? Go. I'll know when I'm going into labor. I'll call you and you'll get home. And we just made it work.
Wow.
I know.
That is nuts. That is crazy. Yeah. My fiance said if I miss it, we're over.
You're done. If you're in a podcast, you're going to have to just cut that off right in the middle. Yeah. It's a whole different world, And then when we originally were just going to have 2 kids. We had a third. And then that experience, the home birth, the birthing center. My experience wasn't the best, but they're great. But for me, it was...
What did they do wrong?
Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode.